Our correspondent Mandakini Garlot. She joins us from Negombo. Mandakini, any reactions yet to the Islamic State group claiming responsibility for Sunday's attacks?
Well, the president and other members of the cabinet had already announced that there is a link to an international terrorist organization. We're now waiting to see how they respond to this claim by the Islamic State. But since last night, more details have been emerging on the investigation. For instance, one of the suicide bombers was arrested only a few months ago on the suspicion of vandalizing Buddhist statues. And keep in mind that this little-known group, NTJ, that's all they've been known for so far, vandalizing Buddhist statues and Buddhist places of worship. So it was always surprising to the government here and to the intelligence agencies that the small group could have planned this large and sophisticated operation on its own. Of course, we're going to have to wait for more reactions from the government to see how they respond to this.
Mandakini, earlier the defence minister said the attacks on hotels and churches were a response to March's mosque attacks in New Zealand. Tell us more.
Well, this is something that we've been reading in the newspapers in Sri Lanka this morning as well. I want to be careful here because the problem is that there's tons of videos on social media in Sri Lanka, and it's hard to tell which one is real and which one is misinformation. But what a lot of people here are discussing is the fact that these attacks are being framed as a response to what happened in New Zealand. Again, we don't know for sure, but there's plenty of videos floating around here in Sri Lanka. The president, other members of the cabinet, the government has blocked social media for exactly this reason, because there's so much misinformation.
Mandakini, now you're in Negombo, that's just north of Colombo, and it's where the first mass funeral's been held?
That's right. Negombo is the site of the worst attack in the series of attacks. We were at St. Sebastian's Church earlier today, where it's estimated that over 100 people were killed in that church alone. Now we're just outside the burial ground, and we've witnessed burial after burial over the last few hours. And in fact, this burial ground is so overwhelmed that the city has had to dig a fresh one just a few kilometers from here, and it's just a steady stream. People have opened up their houses all around this neighborhood to help the community in need.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Mandakini, for that update. Mandakini Garlot in Negombo for us.